Hall of Famer James Worthy is never shy about saying what's on his mind, especially when it comes to his beloved Los Angeles Lakers. This summer has been a busy one for the purple and gold, from inking Luka Doncic to his new extension to the stunning $10 billion sale of the franchise. James Worthy, to no one's surprise, had some thoughts to go around when making an appearance at the Harold and Carol Pump Foundation celebrity dinner. James Worthy reacts to Luka Doncic's new shape, LA's $10 billion sale. James Worthy joined a number of athletes and celebrities last week to attend Harold and Carol Pump Foundation's 25th anniversary celebrity dinner, hosted by their sons, David and Dana Pump. The foundation aims to raise money and create awareness for the treatment and cure of cancer. Every August, a celebrity dinner is hosted to raise money and celebrate those who have contributed heavily to the foundation, who helps those affected by cancer. In working with Northridge Hospital Foundation, the Pump brothers have raised more than $10.5 million for the Carol Pump Women's Center, the Harold and Carol Pump Department of Radiation Oncology, and the Thomas and Dorothy Levy Cancer Center at Northridge Hospital Medical Center, and other nonprofit community charities. I remember when the Pump brothers started this foundation, James Worthy recalled to Clutch Points. It was in the late 90s, I think. And they had really put a lot of emphasis on creating a wing in the hospital in the name of their parents, not only to help people who can afford it, but those who are disenfranchised and need access. So it's all about helping people create an awareness, and that's why I'm here. And they've done a remarkable job. Each year it's gotten bigger and bigger. Now, maybe one of the biggest events in the United States. Worthy was also among those who has seen Lakers superstar Luka Doncic make a huge physical transformation over the last few months. Doncic had a fantastic first stint with the Lakers, averaging 28.2 points, 8.1 rebounds, 7.5 assists, and 1.6 steals per game. Still, there were concerns about his health and overall shape, especially after the Mavericks shockingly traded him to the Lakers, and subsequent reports claimed Dallas was concerned about his ability to stay healthy. With the 2025 FIBA Eurobasket tournament starting in August, Doncic made sure to use the most of his offseason to not only let his body heal, but to also get in game shape before the NBA season starts. I've seen his body. I haven't seen it working out at all, but it happens, James Worthy told Clutch Points about Luka Doncic's new look. A lot of players come in and they get to 25 or 26 years old and they figure it out, and he's no different. So it's good to see that he's aware of it and knows what he has to do to stay on the floor. The biggest goal for the Lakers this offseason was to secure a long-term extension with Doncic. The Slovenian star became extension eligible on August 3rd and wasted no time getting it done. In the middle of his Jordan Brand tour that took him from New York to Los Angeles, Luka Doncic signed a 3-year, $165 million with the Lakers. I think it was critical because it sets the tone for other players that we need to build this team up, James Worthy explained to Clutch Points. So, I think having that contract solidified early, it sends messages that the Lakers are really trying to do something long-term. I think that was key. And hopefully players will want to play with Luka because he's a dynamic passer and dynamic player. He's already proven that. He's 27 years old. He's got a lot of gas left, so it's a good thing to do. Worthy, the number 1 overall pick in the 1982 NBA draft, came into the NBA and was selected by the Los Angeles Lakers just 3 years after they were purchased by Jerry Buss. In 1979, the Buss family bought the Lakers for $67.5 million. 46 years later, Jeannie Buss and the Buss family told their stake in the franchise to Los Angeles Dodgers owner Mark Walter for $10 billion. It just shows you. I was the number 1 draft pick in 1982, and my salary was $475,000 the first year. I'd play for that now. It just goes to show you how things have changed. The business has grown with television contracts, social media, and it's international. We've got a lot of international players. There's a lot happening surrounding the NBA, and so I'm not surprised at all that these teams are being sold for billions of dollars. I'm all happy for the Buss family. I'm happy to be a part of it. James Worthy is a 7-time NBA All-Star, a 3-time NBA champion, a Hall of Famer, and a member of the NBA's 75th anniversary team. He played all 12 of his seasons with the Lakers, averaging 17.6 points, 5.1 rebounds, 3.0 assists, and 1.1 steals per game. He was also named NBA Finals MVP during the Lakers' title-winning series in the 1988 NBA Finals. The Los Angeles Lakers know what they need from the offseason, and they are making incremental moves in that direction. Having made a massive splash last season by trading for Luka Doncic, now they need someone who can support Doncic as he takes over the ball-handling role for the storied franchise. To fulfill this, they had already signed DeAndre Ayton as a starter and Jackson Hayes with Christian Koloko as a backup. Now they have also signed Kyler Kelly, a 7 feet 0 inches tall center from Oregon State, who has previously played for the Lakers in the G League. According to reports, Kelly will be on an Exhibit 10 contract, which means he'll join the Lakers for camp, but then likely move on to the South Bay Lakers. It is only a training camp deal, which means he will not automatically get a roster spot, but there could be an opening for him later in the season if the Lakers realize their other moves at the center position did not pan out as expected. Kelly is a massive lob threat and an ideal partner for Doncic and his playing style. Last season, Kelly played a total of 11 games for the Dallas Mavericks and the New Orleans Pelicans. On average, he played 11.5 minutes per game, where he posted 3.1 points, 3.5 rebounds, 0.5 assists, 0.1 steals, and 0.2 blocks per game. Even though he's not gotten a lot of playing time, he's shown glimpses of what he could potentially become if developed the right way. He's shown defensive grit and a desire to create blocking opportunities. Despite playing just 2 seasons for OSU, he is the all-time leader in blocks and was named twice to the Pac-12 All-Defense team. The Lakers could definitely use him in their secondary rotation, where his rim protection could come in handy. In his debut game for the Mavericks, he put the league on notice after scoring a double-double with 12 points and 11 rebounds. That performance could have reignited the Lakers' interest in Kelly, as they had already attempted to acquire him before. Kelly has been around for a while now. He started playing in the G League for the Austin Spurs in the 2020-21 season. Then every season, he played for a new G League team, consistently showing improvement. Last season, he played for the Lakers' G League team, the South Bay Lakers, after signing a similar deal with the Lakers initially. Getting to play around 24.3 minutes per game, he showcased his scoring abilities, posting 11.1 points, 6.5 rebounds, and 1.4 assists. He attempted 7.6 field goals per game and made 5.1 out of them at a field goal percentage of 66.9%. Kelly also understands his limitations and thus did not attempt any three-pointers, which is something that many centers are under scrutiny for in the league. The former Oregon State center stands in a unique position. Yes, he has a history with the Lakers and played for them in different spots over the years. But he was also Luka Doncic's teammate for a week or so before the former Mavericks star was traded to the Lakers. Kelly's father, Jeff Kelly, was also a collegiate basketball player who played for Boise State University. Even his mother, Chandel Howell, was also a hooper and wanted to play for Utah before she got cut. Kelly once said that despite being born in a family of athletes, he was never forced into basketball, and it was always his passion to hoop and take his family's legacy forward. Trey Murphy III is exactly the type of player who can gel seamlessly into any possible lineup one can envision involving him and the Los Angeles Lakers. The dreams of those lineups will not hold up against what the New Orleans Pelicans reportedly want for the two-way forward. The Lakers are not the only team in the Pacific Division who could greatly benefit from the presence of Murphy. The Golden State Warriors have made recent inquiries on the Pelicans forward. However, New Orleans remains steadfast in their desire to keep him in town. Jake Fisher reported, "Sources say that the Warriors have a strong affinity for Murphy and have made outreach to New Orleans as recently as this summer." Yet sources say that the Pelicans, to be clear, have batted away calls for the 25-year-old, valuing him highly. How highly might that be? Well, if Brett Siegel is to be believed, the price is truly astounding. Siegel wrote on Twitter/X, "Pels have maintained an exceptionally high asking price for Trey Murphy, multiple firsts and proven, young talent, as they should for a player of his caliber and potential. I'd be shocked if he was moved before the season." Trey Murphy sweepstakes is one Lakers will not enter. If the Pelicans were to let up and allow bidders to come in and offer deals at their team's asking price, the Lakers do not have the chips to play. Rob Pelinka could not even really satisfy the demand for multiple first-round picks at this point in time. The Lakers' tradable firsts are in 2031 and 2032. They can only send one or the other outright. Their picks in 2026, 2028, and 2030 would need to be pick swaps. Perhaps the argument can be made that if Austin Reaves is the focal point of the deal for Murphy, there would be some flexibility with that asking price. However, that immediately raises the question of whether this was a deal where dangling Reaves truly makes sense. The looming extension for Reaves will naturally raise some questions about his future. Murphy's affordable 4-year, $112 million is attractive too. However, the overall asset management raises enough debate for the Lakers front office to second-guess the potential upgrade to fit. Trey Murphy last season: 21.2 ppg, 5.1 rpg, 1.1 spg. March 0, 3 p.m. Had multiple 40-point games. Murphy averaged 21.2 points per game, shooting 45.4% from the field and 36.1% from beyond the arc in 2024-25. The most attractive feature of his offensive game will undoubtedly be his catch and shootability. Murphy popped 40% from downtown on 5.4 attempts per game in 2024-25. The Pelicans forward 40.1% from the field overall. The Lakers definitely need an upgrade to the shooting around Luka Doncic. The Lakers' superstar point guard has always thrived with shooters knocking down their easy perimeter looks around him. The price of this marksman, though, appears challenging to meet.